Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. Now, we're going to step in a moment of tension, secrecy, and courage that unfolded right here in the very streets of Colonial Williamsburg. It was around the middle of 1781 and Virginia was burning. The evil traitor Benedict Arnold and British raiders had marched up the James River and they were looting farms and torching supplies. Panic was spreading like wildfire. Into this chaos rides a young Frenchman, only 23 years old, the Marquis de Lafayette. Sent south by General George Washington himself, Lafayette arrived in Williamsburg with a dangerous mission: to stop the British invasion, save Virginia's government, and hold the line until Washington could bring reinforcements. All without being captured by the far larger army of General Lord Cornwallis. Now, this is the story of Lafayette's secret visit to Williamsburg and how faith, courage, and cunning changed the course of the war. Now, Lafayette was scarcely older than the college students who walk on the streets of America today, yet he had Washington's complete trust. But the odds were grim. Cornwallis commanded nearly 7,000 British and German soldiers, and Lafayette barely had 1,200 Continentals and maybe a smattering of Virginia militia units. He did not have the strength to win in open battle, but he did have boldness and he had brains. So instead of fighting, Lafayette began outmaneuvering the British, and Williamsburg became his temporary headquarters, his hidden base of operations. When Lafayette rode into Williamsburg in June of 1781, he found frightened citizens, empty storehouses, and militia who were unsure whether they should resist or run. Some believed Cornwallis would invade at any moment. Others feared another betrayal like Benedict Arnold's. Lafayette moved house by house, meeting quietly with the town leaders, calming fears and reassuring the people that Virginia would not fall. He ordered militia scouts to fan out along the York and James Rivers and requested supplies from every surrounding county. His presence rallied the weary. "Be not dismayed," one citizen remembered him saying. "It is not courage to fight only when victory is sure." Lafayette's small army shadowed Cornwallis, but always from a safe distance. He refused to risk a full battle because he knew he could not win one like that. But Cornwallis grew irritated with the boy, he called him mockingly. He began hunting him across Virginia. At one point, British cavalry got so close that Lafayette barely escaped capture by riding through a swamp. Where did he go? Back to Williamsburg. Here, he reorganized his army, gathered new intelligence, and sent urgent messages to Washington. Unless reinforcements come soon, Virginia may be lost. But even while retreating, Lafayette played a brilliant game. He let Cornwallis believe his force was larger than it really was. Lafayette staged fake camps. He would light extra campfires at night, and he moved his troops around to make it appear like they were more numerous than they really were. And it worked. Cornwallis slowed down, giving Washington the time he needed to begin the march south. For several tense days, Lafayette remained in Williamsburg here, waiting, uncertain, outnumbered, and hunted. Yet he did not lose heart. His patience, his restraint, his trust in Washington's plan, all these things reveal a deeper truth. It's as the Bible says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." You see, Lafayette couldn't see Washington's reinforcements. He couldn't see the French fleet that was arriving, and he couldn't see the future victory that would come at Yorktown. But he trusted the strategy, he trusted the plan, and he stayed faithful. Then came the news Williamsburg had been praying for. Washington and Rochambeau were marching south. The French fleet under Admiral de Grasse was entering the Chesapeake Bay, and Cornwallis, he was heading toward Yorktown. The trap was closing. Lafayette's small army, the same one Cornwallis had spent weeks chasing, now joined the growing Allied force. The young general's shadow war was about to help win the greatest victory of the Revolution. Lafayette eventually became one of America's greatest friends. He was a hero here and at his home in France. But here in Williamsburg, he fought a different kind of battle, a battle of patience, wisdom, and courage, and faith in what he could not yet see with his eyes. Let his story remind us that God often works quietly, and victory sometimes begins with simply standing firm when every instinct tells you to run.